These are nets and meshes made of high tensile steel wire. They are used to mitigate geological hazards. Geobrook Chengdu has been manufacturing these and installing them in Chinese hydropower stations, highways, and railways since 1995. And now the wholly owned subsidiary of the Swiss group Geobrook says China's new foreign investment law is a big step forward for its operations in the country.
We are most concerned about cultivation of a fair competition environment. With the new law, we will now have a broader financing channel, which is critical for foreign investment. As a foreign company, we can now also turn to domestic capital to raise funds via public insurance of stocks and corporate bonds.
Yuan recalls a time some 20 years ago when Geobrook Chengdu garnered nearly all of the nation's market share. Now its share accounts for just about 5%, not because its revenue isn't growing, it still is steadily, but because the market is developing very fast. Yuan chooses to look at the tone of the new foreign investment law, which he deems positive.
The new law serves as a guiding opinion for central and local governments, such that when they cooperate with foreign investors in the future, I think officials will be more open-minded. What they could but did not dare do previously, they now can. As for us, we will increase our investments, technology, and imports into China.
Now, besides Geobrook, CapitaLand, one of Asia's largest real estate companies, also welcomes China's new foreign investment law, citing a higher level of transparency and legal protection, which could lead to lower operating costs and an all-around more conducive environment. The Singapore Group, which has been in China since 1994, says the new law further enhances its belief in the country and that China will remain as its core market going forward. At the end of 2018, China constituted 48% of the group's real estate assets under management of $74 billion. CapitaLand has over 190 properties comprised of integrated developments, shopping malls, and service residences in China. As industry players await details as to how the new law will be executed, Singapore's CapitaLand and Switzerland's Geobrook remain bullish in China's quest to open up further, and said they look forward to competing on a more level playing field.
It's only been 5 months from the time President Xi Jinping announced a plan for the Science and Technology Innovation Board to the board's official opening day. The plan has been greeted with enthusiasm, and many companies are planning listings. One of them, Shanghai-based medical equipment company Microport subsidiary, Microport Endovascular. The company has received its required pre-listing tutoring and has reported that to the Shanghai Stock Exchange.
We hope to join the first batch of companies to list on the Science and Technology Innovation Board to better expand our endovascular business.
There are plenty of other companies getting in line. Firms ranging involved in smart manufacturing, biomedicine, computer chips, and integrated circuits have all completed their pre-listing preparations. Even some companies currently listed on the new third board are shifting their attention to the Science and Technology Innovation Board, including environmental protection company Jingdalai and the robot company Jiangsu Beiren. Those new third board companies do not need to delist from that board while awaiting their approval from the Science and Technology Innovation Board. It usually takes 2 months for a listed company to delist, but experts say the delisting procedure in this particular situation won't be slow.
The Science and Technology Innovation Board is showing its inclusiveness. Not only new third board companies, but also companies listed in overseas market can come back to join the board as long as they meet the basic requirements.
In addition to new third board companies, the Science and Technology Innovation Board is also attracting companies listed in Hong Kong. Shanghai Fudan Zhangjiang Biopharmaceutical has announced its dual listing plan to both the Hong Kong Stock Exchange and the Science and Technology Innovation Board.
I think the listing procedure for new third board companies to become listed on the Science and Technology Innovation Board won't take too long because they have very professionally done fiscal reports.
The security regulator's review of the IPO applications is set to last 3 months, which means the first batch of tech stocks could be open to trade as early as June.
have a lot of energy, so I've always liked being active.
The sheer amount of Chinese people running in the park or working out at a gym reflects a sudden surge of interest in healthy living here, particularly with the younger generation. And whether they know it or not, they're actually answering a call from the government, which aims to get more than 500 million people participating in physical exercise by 2030.
Running helps improve my heart and lung functions. It helps me lose weight as well.
While it is free to exercise at the park, many young people are actually choosing to spend up to $2,000 a year for a membership at a high-end gym so that they can participate in trendier fitness programs like CrossFit. In fact, across China, there are many gyms just like this one, with a new one opening up nearly every week.
With CrossFit, you actually are learning skills like handstands and pull-ups and things that you can see yourself getting stronger or getting more flexible or getting better.
Just a couple of years ago, China's fitness industry generated more than $6 billion in revenue in 2017. That same year in the United States, the fitness industry there generated 5 times that number. But the big difference is that China's annual growth in this sector is more than 12%, versus America's mere 2.5%. So it won't take long for China to catch up. The big question, though, is why is the fitness business booming here?
As China has become wealthier, people naturally want to find hobbies. They want to find things to do. They want to, go see things. People realize, oh, I don't feel good. You want to change that. You want to get healthier.
Now, some say getting into shape is actually becoming somewhat of a new status symbol in China. Remember, millennials make up a big chunk of the middle class. They have a lot of disposable income. And these fancy fitness centers can have wait lists up to a week for certain classes. And one of the big driving forces, social media. You've got young people posting pictures on their WeChat moments. Next thing you know, their friends want to do it too.
Sometimes you see a lot of fit guys in Weibo or WeChat, so you can feel a kind of peer pressure. So this encourages you to train yourself to be better.
Well, whatever is driving them, be it friends on social media, the government's call to action, or just mere exposure to more information on health and well-being, no doubt this active younger generation is leading the country to a healthier China.
And an exciting future. The 600-year-old museum is turning something old into gold, showcasing the history of China's cultural relics, opening doors to people under the full moon. And it's all proving to be a big hit with visitors. By the end of last year, the National Museum of China and the Summer Palace had opened online stores. Even the British Museum is looking to tap into the Chinese market. While some are concerned,
I had heard the Palace Museum had stopped producing a lipstick over a quality issue. I went in and saw it for sale, so I bought it to try to support it.
It means a lot.
Don't throw away cultural things like the cat series. Everyone likes it, but don't forget, the cat is an element of the Palace Museum.
Foreseeable future.